Doman, don't shoot, Doman.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Gym Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana high school basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live, sectional number 5, opening round, game number 2 of the night. Thomas Nolan is on the camera. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play, and Coach Keith Edmonds joining me from Always 100. Coach, we saw an outstanding first game in a battle between two Summit Athletic teams, Summit Athletic Conference teams, and Northside and Snyder, with Snyder coming up with the 1-point win.
Well, two teams obviously are very familiar with each other, and as we discussed earlier, we had said that Snyder wanted to get out in transition and play their style of game, and Northside had to keep that score down in the mid-50s and hopefully under 60, which they did, and gave themselves an opportunity to win the game, and unfortunately I was not able to execute, but played hard and a great effort by those kids from Northside.
Yeah, Carson Jenkins had an outstanding game, and Ryan Collins, just a tremendous effort shooting the rock and especially in that third quarter to get them back in the ball game when they were down 13 points. And then Aiden Lambert, who had an off game for him personally, came up with that big 3 ball in the corner to answer it late in that fourth quarter. Then Carson Jenkins hitting the free throws to go up. So all around great win for Snyder. They move on. They take on the Cal. Now we move into the second game here between the Summit Athletic Conference, the Northrop Bruins led by head coach Rod Shamble, and the Northeast 8 Conference East Noble Knights led by first-year head coach Brandon Turnell. Just on paper, of course, East Noble at 10-12 on the season, Northrop 12-10. Different style of teams, obviously. Northrop, though, the favorite here against East Noble here tonight in our second game.
Well, obviously, when you start talking about Northrop, you talk about Jalen Jackson, who's arguably one of the best players in Northeast Indiana. Indiana surefire Indiana All-Star this year, but he has to have some help. I mean, there's been games where he's where he's scored in bunches and hasn't really had much support. So it really be dependent on how the supporting cast gets themselves involved and how much he trusts them early in the ball game. And if I'm East Noble, I'm just going to play. I mean, people don't expect us to win this ball game, and if I got a big 6'7" kid, I'm going to try and pound that ball inside and get Northrop's short bench and foul trouble early and give us a chance to win the game.
Yeah, it was an outstanding post presence down low with Chris Hood that do have advantage against pretty much any team that you're playing, does East Noble. So Dalman Alexander for Northrop, coach, you mentioned it a little bit as we were talking in between games. For head coach Rod Shamble, it's going to be key, Dalman Alexander, to keep Chris Hood off that glass, because he's a double-double waiting to happen. He's averaging 16 points a game and 10 rebounds. Of course, their leading scorer is number 3, Spencer Denton, coming off a couple of ACL tears and has really put himself in prime position here as a senior to get a look at the next level, averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. I mean, that's outstanding numbers there on the Northeast State Conference for Spencer Denton.
And a tribute to that young man. A lot of kids would have just given up and said, well, maybe it's time to start doing something else, but he stuck to it, and what a season he had, and an opportunity to play in a sectional is something that not every kid gets an opportunity to do, and I look for that young man to come out and just play his heart out and just leave it all out on the floor, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, word is there's another starter that's not supposed to be playing here tonight. I haven't really taken a look at who's on the floor, but we'll get into that if we need to. East Noble rocking their all-black uniforms with the blue piping. Northrop rocking their whites with the brown and, of course, orange piping. But looking at, of course, Jalen Jackson and the Northrop Bruins. As you mentioned, one of the best players in the state of Indiana, committed to UIC. Looking at his numbers, 27.1 points a game. That puts him top 5 in the state of Indiana. Just over 9 rebounds a game. Get you 2 assists, 2.5 steals. And with all the ball handling duty that he does, he's under 3 turnovers a game, which is absolutely tremendous for a point guard.
Well, and that young man, he can score. Again, we talk about players of his level. He can score on all 3 levels. Yep. And I think that assist total is going to have to be a little bit more than 2 tonight, Tim. I think he's going to have to be in that 5-6 range, showing his teammates that he trusts them instead of trying to take over the game. Obviously there will be times that he will need to do that, but I think as much as he can trust his teammates early, will be beneficial to Northrop in the end.
And one to trust, no doubt about it, is one of the best three-point shooters in the city of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Devin Campos averaging 9 points contest. The kid can really fill it up, and he can put them into bunches. He can hit 6 threes in a game. That's going to be key to see if he can get going early for head coach Rod Shamble, of course, and then also the junior who has really stepped up over the past week or two and in his junior year overall. And Jaden Schmeck, he's been tremendous for head coach Shamble, averaging 7 points a game, 2 rebounds, and doing a lot of the dirty work for head coach Rod Shamble. So we're going to now send you down to our PA announcer for our rosters and starting lineups right here live from DeKalb High School. Outstanding environment here in Auburn, Indiana. Big shout out athletic director Chris Rhodes. Had a little internet blip, as it happens. It just does in technology. Not a perfect thing at all. We got it going. He fixed it in between games, so we should be set for the remainder of this sectional. So we're going to go now to the PA announcer for our rosters and starting lineups.
Number 32, Eli Mark. Number 33, Hunter Klein. Number 34, Ian Corbin. Number 44, Mason Jenkins. Now to the starters for the East Noble Knights. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 2, Keaton Foster. Another guard, a 6'2" senior, number 3, Spencer Denton. Another guard, a 6' junior, number 10, Owen Ritchie. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 42, Max Penry. Close on left for the Knights, a 6'9" senior, number 52, Chris Hood. The Knights are coached by Mr. Brandon Burnell. Now to meet the non-starters from Northrop High School. Number 0, Austin Essinger. Number 4, Hayden Lethby. Number 5, Jackson Hughes. Number 12, Bob Salon. Number 21, Dallas Lawrence. Number 2, Jeffrey Maxwell. Now to meet the starters for the Bruins. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 1, Jalen Jackson. Another guard, a 6' junior, number 3, Jaden Schleicher. Another guard, a 6'2" senior, number 11, Devin Campos. At forward, a 6'6" junior, number 25, Dalman Alexander. Closing the line for the Bruins, a 6'2" senior, number 33, Roosevelt Northrop.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our starters are in the books for East Noble. Number 2, the senior, Keegan Foster. Number 3, the senior Spencer Denton. Number 10, the junior Owen Ritchie. Number 42, the junior Max Bender. And the big fella, number 52, Chris Hood. For the Northrop Bruins, number 1 is Jalen Jackson. He's a senior. Number 3, the junior Jaden Schmeck. Number 11, the senior Devin Campos. Number 25, the junior Dalman Alexander. And to round it out for Northrop is number 33, Roosevelt Northfleet. So we are set. Game number 2 of sectional number 5. This is Indiana High School basketball. We play 4 8-minute quarters. No shot clock in the state. It will be Jalen Jackson and Northrop to start it. Man-to-man defense. Hold up on that. We may be looking at a box and one here.
Yes, they're in a box and one.
It's Northfleet for 3. Oh, that's big time. If Northrop can get these extra points, especially from Northfleet from deep, and we've seen him hit some this season. Yes. Outstanding quarterback, had a great year as well on the football field for Coach Norfler. Gets a big shot to start this sectional ball game. Here's Bender. They're going to leave him shoot it. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Jalen. He's a double-double waiting to happen as well. Averages just under 10 a game. Look at that low dribble. He's so strong as well. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. Or is that on the floor? That will be on the floor. Baseline out of bounds is coming. So way 2 completely ends of the spectrum here on the coaching staff-wise with head coach Rod Shamble and his tons of experience head coaching-wise for Northrop. And on the AAU scene, on the other side, first-year head coach and the youngest coach in the state of Indiana history, and Brandon Durnell has that one Schmeck put up and in, but that's quite a difference there on the coaching staff.
Yes.
So the steal and finish. And Schmeck knocked away. 3 ball. This kid can really shoot it. Denton passed it up here near side to Ritchie. Bender, left hand, gets the roll. That's going to be key for East Nobles to stay in close contact, especially through this first quarter against Northrop being this underdog.
Yes, and I think that Northrop's Achilles heel is defensive rebounding, and as much as East Noble can get second chance efforts, that's going to give them an opportunity.
Northfleet, how about that, Coach? Roosevelt Northfleet, big time, 2 triples.
Unexpected source, unexpected points.
Keegan Foster, the senior. There's a trap. Loose ball, still loose. Foster. And timeout called by head coach Brandon Durnell of East Noble. 30-second timeout. We will stay right here. This broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment. The Big Eyed Fish. Visit Kelly Automotive Group's brand new auto mall off I-69 at Illinois Road, conveniently located on Grand National Drive next to Menards. See the 7 new facilities all in one location, and remember to visit drivekelly.com. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union. We get to know you, better serve you. Sign up in line in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. Top Seal Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignment, engine diagnostics, and more. So out of the timeout called by East Noble and head coach Brandon Durnell.
And it's really interesting how Northrop has decided to guard Hood. They're just playing Dahlman behind him and just willing to let him set screens and step out on the perimeter if he wants to do that.
Bender had it ripped away by Jalen Jackson. He's on the loose. He's going to finger roll it in. It's Division I there, folks. Looking at you right in the face is Jalen Jackson with the steal and the finish. Three. They're going to need some of those as well here tonight. And one. Jalen Jackson, he's got the look about him here in this opening round game for his squad in his senior season, and one opportunity.
And Tim, there is something about that look, and he has that look. Back in the day we'd call it the eye of the tiger, but he definitely has that look like we're not going home.
The winner of this ball game will play The Carroll Chargers were playing extremely well. Just 2 wins on the season, but they are playing extremely well. They're at Carroll High School. 5-13 though, 13-2 our score. Substitution is number 33, Hunter Klein. He's a junior. Northrop up 11. Baseline. Triple, no good from Campos. Rebound comes to Alexander. Now finds Northfleet. 3 minutes into the quarter. Schmeck, good cut by Campos. He's going to pull it out. Didn't force it. Baseline. Now finds Jaden Schmeck. .440. Patience here for the Bruins. Good ball movement. Campos, top of the key 3. No good. Look at Jalen. Come on. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by East Noble, but.
Well, Tim, and it's really interesting because I'm sure that Northrop has seen some boxing one this year, but when you see it, you have to make all types of adjustments. Kids maybe have to step up in roles that they aren't used to, and one of the things about the boxing one is that the person that's being boxed, he should become more of a facilitator instead of trying to, there you go, that type of thing.
Just missed the bunny, did Alexander. Would love to have that one back.
Yes.
And it will go now. And a chance for East Noble to cut into this 11-point deficit. Down low to Hood. This is the advantage.
Yes.
Chris Hood.
Yes.
The soft hands, the big fella puts it in, a little right-handed jump hook. Money.
And Tim, I know he's going to play football, but I'll take him.
Yeah,
I'll take him. He is a low down there and hard to handle.
Very soft hands.
And I think what Northrop is going to end up having to do is front him as opposed to playing behind him and just letting him catch the ball.
Can't get the N1 opportunity, though. They come back. Now Northfleet, he's got a pair of threes already in this ball game. He backs it out to the top of the key. Goes to Campos.
And I see Jalen Jackson just kind of standing, not being involved. And I think he needs to continue to move, set screens for people, and again, become more of a facilitator. He's going to get doubled inside.
Yeah. Don't just settle
right
on being taken out of the game. You got to just work a little bit at it. Northfleet, that one halfway down as Hood with the rebound. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Jackson on the blocking foul. How about the suit game from Brandon Durnell as well? Looking dapper.
Big game suit.
That's right.
I like it.
Coach Shamble and staff rocking the polos.
And Northrop's got the most assistant coaches I've ever seen on the bench, Tim.
Them and New Haven are definitely tied. No question about it.
I mean, it looks like an NBA roster down there.
Oh, that's great stuff. 3:08 left in this quarter. So it's a great start for Northrop. It's gone a little stagnant. East Noble trying to build some confidence here. I'd like to see Hood get another touchdown low, Coach.
Yes. And Dahlman's just kind of leaning on him and playing behind. And Hood's going to be able to make whatever move he wants to make.
There it is. Once again, low drop step finish for Chris Hood. Jackson. Didn't matter who was on the guard. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound comes to Spencer Denton. Denton taking a peek. Good dribble. Out wide. Foster. Now to Hood. Double team comes. Blocked by Alexander. Gets it back. Traveled first. Traveled prior to the block. Called by the outside official. And it will be a turnover. Go back to Northrop.
And Tim, well, one of the things about defending a player like that that's just got you in size and weight is you have to defend the pass into the post.
Yeah.
Put pressure on that passer. Don't give him a clear lane to see, and then double as much as you can inside.
Northfleet couldn't get a third one. Rebound comes to Bender. Now Denton. Double teamed. Good strong dribble from Denton. Found the junior in Klein. The double. That pressure defense just a little too quick for East Noble's liking right now. 2:09 remaining. And we're going to have a whistle.
Yes, that's a moving screen on Dahlman.
That'll be the second on Dalman Alexander as well. That's a big foul call right there. Up by 7, 1:59 left to go. But your real main post presence right now for Coach Chamble.
And guess where this ball is going right now? I mean, I'd go right inside. You got a young Dallas Lawrence that's guarding Hood, and Son Northrop has decided to switch to a 2-3 zone. Good coaching by Coach Chamble.
Yeah, there's that 2-3 zone there called out by Coach Keith Edmonds. There it is at the high post. Good rhythm 3-ball look. Baseline, couldn't get it. Chris Hood, put back. Oh, soft hand, Sharman-esque from Hood. Telling you what, if he focused strictly on basketball, he could have done something there, no doubt.
And I would not be surprised, Tim, to see him do both. Maybe later on in his career at Ball State. I just think that once they get him in the weight room and Ball State sees that this kid has got some tools, they'll find a slot for him.
Here comes Northrop, and Jalen Jackson, the UIC commit, goes to Schmeck. Good look to Lawrence, fumbled it. And still scrambling, Denton out of bounds. It will stay at that end. Good scramble play and hustle by both clubs. I mean, if you don't do it here tonight, when are you going to do it, right?
Right, correct.
This is it. Season on the line. Did see Homestead defeat Huntington North there in the Huntington North sectional. They moved on in that Class 4A. Leo defeating, they were up big on Angola in the second half. That was like a 33-0 start, 32-0 start. Couldn't get it. Loose scramble. Comes out to East Noble. They need something here. Up top, Foster. So East Noble has not played that well, but they find themselves just down 5. Oh, great steal hands by Northrop. 40 seconds. Jackson nearly lost it. Little hesitation dribble, baseline, left-hand floater, no. Rebound Hood.
Not a good shot by Jalen Jackson that time.
32 seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what the internet issue is here, but it did kick us off. It looks like we're back at it as Hood misses that bunny. And right now, Northrop up 17-16 over East Noble. 1:05 left to go in this second quarter. That one knocked out of bounds. And I think they're going to get a foul on Ritchie, trying to rebound from behind. A little too much contact. They're saying hit him right upside the head. And that's going to be a bonus situation now for Northrop. I'm not sure who was fouled. Was it Campos?
Looks like Campos. And Tim, what fans are seeing right now is Northrop has not been able to solve this box and one, this diamond and one, diamond and two, where they're initially they had one player chasing Jalen Jackson around, and then Northrop decided to put him just at the free throw line, and now they're double teaming him every time he catches it. And other players are not making shots, and they just really look disjointed right now on the offensive end.
No good. How about Chris Hood? That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Alexander. It's going to be his third. If that's who it is. Nope. They're going to get it on Campos. So dodge a bullet there, did Northrop. That will send Hood to the line.
If I'm Coach Chamble, I'm getting Dalman Alexander out of the game right now. 46 seconds to go. There's no reason for him to be in the game and pick up his third foul.
1 point game. Hood. Ties it up, 17-17. Second attempt. Hits it. East Noble with the lead here, Coach. 18-17, 46 seconds left. Wow. Wow.
You know, Northrop was up 13-2, Tim, and they have not been able to solve that defense right now.
Right. That's going to be a foul. Jalen Jackson's going to go back to the line. He will shoot a pair. Blackhawk up over Manchester, 39-16 in that sectional, Class 2A. Jackson gets the first, ties it back up. Saw Leo defeat Angola. 48-15. Wow. And Southside right now up over Columbia City by 6, 20-14 out at the Huntington North sectional, with Homestead winning that first game over Huntington North 56-43.
Tim, I think if you'd have told Coach Darnell you have an opportunity to take the lead in the first half and going into halftime,
take that all day.
You'll take it.
All
you will
day.
take it.
That foul's going to be on Schmeck. That's going to send East Noble back to the line. That's the 10th team foul, so the double bonus. Double bonus coming now. 28 seconds left. It'll be Keegan Foster. And missed opportunity, front rimmed on the first. Second one. Converts it. Tied back up, 19 all. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Schmeck, oh, that was 3 steps. And out of bounds, though, it will go to East Noble. They can take the lead.
Not really sure where Smink was going that time. Just not good clock management. Terrible shot. And he'll admit to that, I'm sure.
Right.
They could have got a better one.
Good pressure D from Northrop. Schmeck came out with it and lays it up and in. So he picked it up for himself that time.
Yes.
Back to a 2-point lead. Oh, that's too heavy, and it'll go out of bounds. 1.9 second remaining. East Noble down 2. They were down as many as 11. Jackson, that's good if it goes, and just a little bit shy. It will go out of bounds. So we're going to take a short break and come back. And Dan Vance, we'll see if he comes up and join us. If not, we'll have Coach Keith Edmonds joining us with the scores. But we'll be right back. SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then, too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier, too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Jim Rath's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Halftime break. DeKalb High School Sectional number 5. As we're going to have Dan Vance join us from outside the huddle.net once again. Dan, after that first game, let's briefly speak on that real quick. Northside and Snyder in an outstanding battle ended up with a win. Snyder winning by 1. Aiden Lambert, who really struggled all night long, hit the late 3 to take the lead, and then pair of free throws from Jenkins to seal it after Tay Johnson missed a couple late at the end of that ball game.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Jeremy Roush from Snyder after the game, and like he said, they made just enough shots, just enough free throws. Not Snyder's best game, not Northside's best game. Got a little sloppy, was sloppy throughout the first half, a little bit in the second half as well, but Snyder course corrected. Northside did a great job of guarding Carson Jenkins in the second half, limited him significantly, but Aiden Lambert stepped up. We talked about that at halftime. Someone else was going to have to step up, and Lambert comes in and do it. It's what you have your seniors for. They've been there. They're battle-tested, and it shows the difference. Snyder's battle-tested. Northside is not, partially because of their lineup differences, partially because you're looking at Jordan Green as a junior and Tay Johnson as a sophomore. They're not as battle-tested as Snyder, and it showed down the stretch of that game.
Yeah, with Davis and Brown and Lambert and all seniors, makes a huge difference down the stretch, of course, in the high school game. So looking at this one here, East Noble and first-year head coach Brandon Durnell comes out. They go with the boxing one on Jalen Jackson. It's taken him a little bit out of the game. A lot of his points have come off the defensive end, turning that into offense. Chris Hood, just no answer right now for Northrop, down low for him as well. East Noble got down, 11, 12 points and battled back. We got a 2-point game at half.
Yeah, you have to be extremely happy if you're East Noble right now. You got everything going the way you want. Chris Hood has no answer down low. Even when Dalman Alexander can get a hand on the ball, Chris rebounds that block shot and puts it back up. That's where a lot of his points have come. Second chance opportunities of his own doing. And then you're limiting Jalen Jackson. They're basically daring anybody else to beat them. Roosevelt Norfleet steps up big there in the first quarter.
2 threes.
He hits 2 threes, scores 8 points in the first quarter because they dared him to shoot the ball.
Right.
And then he got cold and hasn't scored since. So they're daring somebody else to beat them. They're doing a great job on Jalen Jackson. He's only got 7 points, 3 of them from the foul line right now. So as long as they can keep that up, keep feeding Chris Hood, and East Noble needs to limit those live ball turnovers. That's where Northrop's getting success, turning the ball over, or East Noble takes a bad shot, and Northrop can get a long rebound and take off on the break off that rebound. And that's really where the Bruins are finding their success. So East Noble just has to take care of the ball a little bit better, but right here in it.
Yeah, 21-19. I mean, if you're asking head coach Brandon Durnell, perfect scenario after the first 16 minutes of game action to be down 2. I mean, that's got to be almost his perfect scenario besides having a lead.
Yeah, not only to be down 2, but to limit the Northrop team that can score a lot in bunches, and they have a lot of guys on the court that can do it other than Jackson, and they're just not doing it. The fact that they have Northrop held to 21 points at halftime is maybe more impressive than it being just a 2-point game.
Yeah, that's outstanding. That's Dan Vance, outside the huddle.net. Thanks again for joining us, Dan, as you did in the first half. We'll be here all week, so you know where to find me.
Appreciate it, Tim.
All right, that's Dan Vance, again, outside the huddle.net. Also follow him on Twitter at Bounce on Twitter. Tremendous stuff that he brings to the Fort Wayne community and Northeast Indiana. So we're going to take a short break and come back with Coach Keith Edmonds and some unofficial scoring. Until then, this is SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach. But you
like that. 27. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what the internet situation here at DeKalb, but got cut off again. Hopefully it stays the rest of the ball game, but a run there from Northrop. Yeah. They're now up by 9, 36-27, just in a matter of about 60 seconds.
Yeah. Dalman Alexander scored 10 points alone, Tim, during that time, and we were in intermission.
Right. So 36-27, timeout called by head coach Brandon Durnell. Sees it starting to slip away a little bit here, coach. Mid-third quarter, down 9, with 4:50 left in it.
And it's really interesting, Tim, because I don't –
Welcome back. We're back once again for our 14th time tonight. All kinds of internet issues. And it will be 10-point lead here for Northrop with 2:26 left to go in the third quarter. SummitCitySports.com trying to be live. As that bucket's up and good. Once again for Jackson, 12-point lead. Right back to it. 10 it stays now.
And Tim, East Noble's just hanging around and giving themselves an opportunity.
That's all you can ask for here with head coach Brandon Durnell.
Yes.
Under 2 minutes. Here's Denton. They swing it around. High post. Klein couldn't get it. Back rim, no good. Rebound to Northrop, and they're going to slow the pace. Campos got one. Devin Campos hits a triple. 13-point lead. 1:20 remaining. High-low and thrown right into the hands of Jackson. And then a foul on East Noble. A little frustration. We'll be back. Northrop ball, 50-37. 14 fouls apiece. Schmeck.
And Tim, either Northrop is going to have an opportunity to blow this game wide open, or East Noble is going to have to find their way back. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this quarter ends.
Can't get it to go. 13-point is the lead. Need a big one. That's huge right here. Got it. That is tremendous stuff. Keegan Foster comes up with a huge three. They stay within 10 now.
Yes.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Northfleet will hold it. 35 seconds. They're going to want the last shot. Will the Bruins?
Okay, they've decided to kind of match up. And
Jackson hangs. No. Lawrence got it. That is huge from Lawrence.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Dallas Lawrence with the board and put back. Hood and one. Oh, they're calling that on the floor.
Yes.
So it will be baseline out of bounds for East Noble. Hood. Look at those hands. Just tremendous. 10-point game. 6 seconds. And that one short. the save, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Got a good one. Stay here, East Noble, Northrop. One more quarter of game action right here live from SummitCitySports.com.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level, catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids just able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter action upon us, 52-42. Northrop, the high favorite here in the bottom half of this bracket. And East Noble giving them everything and then some.
Yes.
Here tonight. The winner of this game will move on to the semifinal round where Carroll is waiting. They did have a bye, did the Chargers, so they're awaiting right now the winner of this ball game. Ritchie couldn't get it. That would have been big.
Yes.
But here's Jackson. Good push to Campos. Wow. Set up by Jalen Jackson, and Campos drains it.
And Tim, if you can remember what I said earlier at the start of the game, Jalen Jackson's going to have to get way beyond the 2 assists that he normally averages. He's right around 5 or 6 assists tonight.
Down low to Hood. Hood, drop step, right hand bucket. Man, is he tough down there.
He's a load.
11 points the lead here for Northrop. Oh, what a cross. Fink got it. Tremendous finish at the bucket from Jalen Jackson. Denton, Bender, back to Denton. Just say good night. If he catches it on the block, wow.
Northrop's got to do a better job than that, though, Tim. Yeah. I mean, they got to front him. They got to double in the post. You just cannot just let him continue to catch the ball on the right side of the lane and lay it in.
Right, that's just way too easy to catch it right on the block, make one drop step, and nothing. You know, you're right there. Schmeck finishes right around the rim. 6.5.
And if I'm East Noble, why would I go anywhere else
right.
but to Hood and Son?
Right. Bender.
He's right back in his normal spot. He'll turn and lay it in.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And a timeout called by head coach Brandon Durnell with 6:17 left, down by 11. We'll be right back at SummitCitySports.com.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 59-48 is your score. Northrop on top of East Noble. Winner of this game will move on to face Carroll. Then the second game of the doubleheader in the semifinal round on Friday. Earlier tonight, we saw Snyder defeat Northside by 1. They will play the host squad DeKalb in the first game Friday evening, 6 p.m. So big possession here for East Noble in their defense. Down by 11. They've gotten something really easy the past several possessions on the offensive end with Hood. So they get a stop, another bucket. They're right back in this.
They're in the 1-3-1 right now. Bad turnover by Jalen Jackson.
Denton, spin move, found Bender. 3-ball, Foster, big time, there it is. So they got the stop, they got the 3, yes. 8-point deficit.
Yes.
5:45 left.
Northrop just has to be patient, understanding where they're trapping. They're trapping on the wings, and Northrop keeps moving the ball to the wing. And what Northrop needs to do is put someone at the high post, hit the high post, and then kick to the wing instead of going right to the wing.
Inbound here with Jackson.
Okay, they have Norfleet at the high post.
Campos.
Just use your high post.
Schmeck gets a screen there from Northfleet. Found Jackson on the running baseline. Turn and got it, plus the foul. Oh, stepped up big. He's had an answer every time Northrop's been in need.
Yeah.
Jackson to the line for the N1 opportunity.
Unofficially, that's 19 points for Jalen Jackson. It's 7 at the half.
Campos, 10-point game. And a timeout called by Coach Shamble. Heads up call by Coach Shamble as his player was definitely in trouble. So full timeout called. We'll step away with him right here live from SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5:01 left in game number 2 of this opening round, sectional number 5, right here at DeKalb High School. 61-51. Northrop on top.
1-4 low for Northrop. Let Jalen Jackson create for others or himself.
And there it is.
Whew. That's a good timeout, good set for Coach Campbell.
4:40. Denton. And held in check here tonight. Northfleet's going to come with the help defense, but a foul.
Well, there's a couple things, Tim, I wanted to say before our last break. You could see that Hood was getting tired. And, not necessarily tired of scoring, but just tired, to carry that big body up and down the floor is asking a lot of a young man. And so they've taken him out. And it's going to be really interesting to see how long he sits out. And who steps up in his absence.
That cannot be long. 4:27 left in this game. Season on the line. 12-point ball game. As Lawrence will check in for Northfleet. For Northrop. Yeah, it's going to be a blocking foul on Bender. And that's the 7th team foul on East Noble. So Northrop will go into the bonus. Up by 12. It'll be Jalen Jackson for the front end of the 1-and-1.
And as for as great as Jalen Jackson is, Tim, this is the area where he's got to shore up his free throw shooting. And again, it's just confidence. He's got to believe that a free throw is just as easy for him as a layup over 3 people.
It does convert both. 14-point lead, 4:22, and here comes back Chris Hood. .14 is the edge. Three ball. Owen Ritchie's hit a couple big ones.
Yes.
Now pulls within 11. Schmeck, great dribble. Alexander, baseline baby jumper. Jalen Jackson. He didn't ball watch. He hit the glass and finishes. Midway through. Bender, the high-low with Hood. Good night.
Yes.
Wow. And that foul will be on Denton. We'll send Jalen Jackson back to the line.
Tim, unofficially, that's 31 points for Hood.
Ooh.
What a night he's had.
And that is all from around the rim. That is no three-point shots.
Point blank range.
Man.
The value of a big man that can spread out in the post and receive the ball and knows what to do with it. Not fancy, but very efficient.
Very, very efficient. As Jackson converts. It's them both. 13-point lead back here for Northrop. That matches their largest. Bender can't cut it. Denton down low had it knocked away. And, they're going to say last touch by East Noble. It looked like Denton had it and it was stripped, but
it's like Northrop's got a little home cooking tonight. Even though it's not a home game, questionable calls have gone in their favor.
Bender, jump stop, and gets pushed underneath the bucket. That's going to be a foul on Lawrence. That will send Bender to the line so they can cut into this 13-point deficit with the clock stopped at 3:28.
And this works in East Noble's favor. They get an opportunity to get points on the board without the clock running. They can get their press set up if they're able to convert the free throws and make Northrop go 84 feet with the ball.
Bender, that's the first. And hits the second. 11-point lead for Northrop. Campos, Jackson. Gets out of that triple team quickly and takes a bump. And that's going to be on the floor from Jackson. But 1-and-1 coming for Jackson.
It's really interesting, Tim, as Jalen brings the ball down the floor, Jalen Jackson brings the ball down the floor, and bodies start flying. It's kind of like LeBron. You just see bodies flying, and coaches, they warn him, call for offensive fouls, and really it's just kids that don't want to get in his way.
3:20 left. Jackson rolls it home, back to a 13-point lead. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Jalen Jackson. No good. Comes down here with Denton out on the break. And lots of contact, no foul. But the bucket falls for Denton. 11-point game, 2:45. And that's going to be a hip check on Denton. Yeah, that was frustration for sure.
And Tim, what was really interesting is Denton felt like he got fouled at the other end. And I'm not going to necessarily say that he came out and did that on purpose, but I think he was aware of that call not being made.
Yeah. 11 point. This is the double bonus. And Jackson to shoot a pair.
And Tim, as Jalen Jackson moves to the next level, obviously there's some things that he's going to have to work on, but his court savvy and his ability to finish through contact and those kind of things are really is what's going to help him at the next level.
And he's hit some big free throws here in the fourth quarter as well, so Ask and stepping up to the challenge.
Yes.
Here he is with his second attempt. And it does get it.
Good.
13-point lead, back two for the Bruins. Denton, 3-ball. Got it, rattled it home. 10-point game.
These Nobles kids are not quitting.
It's Jackson. Up here to Northfleet. Northfleet to Alexander. And Hood's going to block it, but a foul.
One of the things about Dalman Alexander now, because pretty much this will be his team next year.
Right.
And, he's going to have to get stronger. I know he wanted to have the highlight dunk right there. He just does not have the physique to go against Hood in that type of scenario.
There's not many that can
at
the high school
right.
level.
Correct.
He is a specimen. Huge, big free throw there from Alexander. 11-point game. Second attempt. Can't get it. Rebound Hood. Denton. Lefty couldn't get it. Pull up. Foster. Got the roll. Hey, 9-point game. 2:05. Plenty of time left.
Yes.
There's Jackson. What a pass. Oh, Dalman Alexander with the exclamation point jam.
Wow.
Head coach Brandon Durnell beside himself right now. Alexander to the line to convert the and one.
Very good piece of officiating right there. Coach Durnell obviously could have been called for a technical foul. But again, veteran officials, they understand that this game is very emotional. And allowed a timeout by East Noble.
And we'll take one with them real quick here, SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. 11-point lead for Northrop. 76-65. 1:56 left. Alexander to convert the and one. Does. Big sequence there from the junior. Makes it a 12-point lead, 1:54. Richie from deep. Couldn't get it. Hood taps it. Couldn't get it. And out of bounds. Last touched. They're going to say by Northrop. And we'll be at inbound baseline. Bender. Denton. The block. Couldn't get it. Rebound comes to Campos, now to Schmeck. Schmeck, and had that one knocked away, and last touch by him as well. We'll go to East Noble. 1:35 left. Good piece of team.
Good job. Yes, good job by Jalen Jackson.
Calming his teammate down. Richie, triple. That one, no. Rebound. Jackson had it loose. No travel. Denton, 3-ball. Coming from Foster. Can't get it. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with East Noble. 1:17 left in this fourth. Bender.
Good out of bounds play.
Caught it, shot it right away. 10-point game. Jackson. Runner. Outstanding. Jalen Jackson makes it a 12-point game again. 1 minute left. Excuse me. Hood. And Chris Hood with another bucket.
Yeah, if I'm Northrop, I am not allowing East Noble to bring that ball to the other end. We're going to run this clock out.
They got a bench warning, I believe, on East Noble, and then Brandon Snell is going to call a timeout. With 48.9 seconds left, we'll take one last one with them. Right here live from SummitCitySports.com.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sectional number 5, game number 2 of the doubleheader. Northrop right now up by 10, 79-69. Northrop with possession. Norfleet into Jackson. Jackson, and that's going to be a foul on Denton. And they're in the double bonuses. Northrop, so 2 shots coming here for Jalen Jackson. And that is the 5th and final foul for Spencer Denton. What a battle. This kid, tremendous stuff coming off after 2 ACL injuries. Great stuff from the senior Spencer Denton, getting a nice hug from his head coach, Brandon Durnell. Standing ovation from his East Noble fans. Jackson, first to 2. Short, can't get it. 79-69. Does get the second. 43 seconds. Got it. 3-ball. 8-point game. 30 seconds. 28 seconds. And there's going to be a foul with 27 even on the clock. That's going to send Jackson back to the line to shoot the double bonus. Been pretty good from the line here tonight. Broadcaster's jinx. That's on me, Coach. That's on me. Jackson. 9-point game, 27 seconds. Foster. Down to Hood. Jackson came and stole it. Wow. And I believe East Noble, let's see if they choose to foul. They do. And let's see if Coach Turnell is going to get his senior Chris Hood out of the ball game to get a standing ovation from his fans. I can see that happening. Yes. First of two here for Jackson. Hits it. 10-point game. And it will be Chris Hood checking out for the final time. Outstanding career at East Noble High School. The big fella, Chris Hood. And that's a young head coach that just gets it. And head coach Brandon Durnell to do that. I mean, the kid is 22, 23 years old. And saw the moment and plays it perfectly.
Yes.
And then he'll also bring out Keegan Foster, the senior. Gives the East Noble fans a chance. And we're going to have 4 subs here for Northrop. $14.8, and they empty the benches. So it looks like we're going to have a Final Four of DeKalb and Snyder, followed by Northrop and Carroll. It's going to be outstanding Friday night semifinal action, Coach.
Yes.
14 seconds left.
And as we say, Tim, I think it was chalk tonight, even though Snyder looked kind of precarious for a moment. But
as Jalen Jackson will check out for the final time here tonight. Snyder holding on to that 1-point lead. And Northrop just doing enough here tonight. To scrape it out and move on. You win in advance. That's all you do here in the tournament time.
That's all that matters. Survive in advance.
Bender, 3. Can't get it to go. And that will be the final. So congratulations to the Northrop Bruins. They win 83-72 to move on to the sectional semifinals. Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, Jalen Jackson, with a tremendous ball game as expected. So as you said, Coach, pretty much chalk here tonight. What an outstanding game there, though, from Jalen Jackson. And they're going to meet Carroll comes Friday in our second game.
Yes, and they're obviously very familiar with each other. Jalen Jackson, another opportunity to play against Carroll High School, a school that he came in from. And Carroll's, even though the record is not showing it, they're improving. And I look for those kids to come out and be ready to play. And Northrop's going to have to play well. And if they're going to achieve what they're trying to do is get to a sectional championship, and this is the next step in the journey.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, for our opening round of sectional number 5 here at DeKalb High School. We're going to sign on off. Friday doubleheader is set in the semifinal rounds. Well, until then, for Thomas Nolan, Coach Keith Edmonds, I am Tim Atkinson. You've been watching Indiana High School basketball from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Jim Rath's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watch the skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids just able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising